Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to already the third episode of Maplestory, where we left off. We just did a quest for Winston with the leaves, and it looks like he has another quest for us, so let's start it. Winston's request too. The fossil, the dark. Wait, what? The dark? Oh, right, I read it there. Man, great start. All right. The fossil I uncovered is quite a bit bigger than these leaf items from Dark Stump, but they're related. I'm sure of it. The question remains. When they were this big, were the dark stumps still able to move? I wish I could help, but I've never seen these monsters before. I don't know what they were like in my day. You do say the oddest things, no matter. Without any more fossil samples, I've little hope of getting to the bottom of this. If only there were some old documents or some such about the monsters of the region. Sadly, the warriors of Parian aren't exactly the document-keeping sort. Hold on, didn't I commission a monster picture book be made to document all the monsters of Maple World? That book is probably still in the village library. Rumor has it that there is a crack in time somewhere in Osteria where you can visit the past. Of course it's not true, but it's a nice thought. Well, we gave it the old college try, but I think this research has reached a dead end. Really? All you need is the information about monsters from a few hundred years ago, right? Yes, but as you know, we don't have many records left from the old days. Why do you think I spend my life digging up fossils? Why do you ask? Do you know something I don't? By all means, if you have some old records, I'd gladly pay my life savings to find it. For such a find. Sorry. I'm certain the monster picture book is still in Elwell's library, and all of the monsters have changed so much I don't have any use for it. I can get there in a flash with my elfin blessing, so why not give it a try? And I think insert is what I mapped for elfin blessing. It looked like a fancy animation, but it's still kinda laggy still. It's getting better, but I can't wait to be back in my own place where some slightly more decent internet. Also especially for upload speed. You took the monster picture book from the library. You can take the mysterious portal to get back to Parian and give the item to Winston. The mysterious portal is on the right side of town. You reckon I could use that for teleporting all over the place? That would be so awesome. No. Right. I guess this is probably the mysterious portal. You can reach other towns through the mysterious portal. Perhaps you should head to the rocky zone where Winston is. If that actually works as a teleport to get to other towns, that would be so awesome. Because, like in Victoria, like on this island, you can just use the cab to get everywhere. But if you want to go to other islands, sometimes you have to take like a ship or a boat, and it just takes time. And it's just boring, and nothing happens. I'm not sure why that's still in the game. Of course, there are some teleport options and fast travel options that haven't really explored, and I think there's a teleport rock if you buy it, but you know, for real money. But we'll see about that. Is this the book you told me about? I've never seen such a tome. The binding is exquisite, and it's such a pristine condition. Marvelous, marvelous. Capital. Here's all manner of information on old monsters in here. I thought you were some manner of flim-flam artist, but for a moment there. But this is the authentic article. Please accept my token of thanks. Here, it's everything I have. Get 10k in answers. Ha, yes, quite right. We scholars aren't the wealthiest lot. This item should help you on your adventure, shouldn't it? This book will change the course of my work, I promise you. I owe you a greater debt than I can ever pay. And there's another quest, Arkan's Blood. Oh, I had something I needed to do, but I simply can't wait to get to my research. This is like having a luscious feast laid out before me, and being told not to tuck in. Luckily, I have you here. Don't worry, it's a trifling task. And as always, I'll pay you for your time. Jolly good. Here, take this Arkan's Blood and deliver it to Menji Imperium. I promised it to him some time ago, and I've just now gotten my hands on it. And of course, keep whatever tip he decides to give you. Oh, that didn't get me where I wanted. It's gonna stop me from picking up the free stuff though. Yeah, the portals especially are a bit slow, but it's quite alright. It picks up items decently quickly as well. I say that as it takes a second, but it doesn't really hurt the gameplay too much. Of course, it hurts more the squishier you are, I guess, because the squishier you are, the more micromanaging of your time and your resources, where you are, and stuff you have to do. If you're tanky, you can just stand there and spam. I think Z, C, whatever you want to call it, is the pickup button, normally mapped. And the longer you can stand there to spam it, well, it's not picking up the save. The safer you are, of course, if you're gonna die, like either facing really tough monsters or just being more squishy than the average class. It might be more troublesome. Of course, Bowman not the strongest, but this Elfin healing passive is pretty nice. Also allows me to spam my shift a lot, which is the special attack. I forgot his name. My boy. This is Arkan's blood. Winston told you that I will give you something. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to give you, though I can increase your fame. Ah, well, that's nice. Looks like I've got 2 quests here. I don't really care about this. Are there some other free experience I can get? Yeah. I mean, this is just free experience, sorry guys, I'm just gonna run through them real quick. I know all this already. You're gonna get this, it's not story related, it's just a little bit of explanation. The last thing I got was the salon coupons, which would change my face and my hair, which is normally you have to pay for it normally, but they give you 1 free tryout. But I think they're normally pretty bad, but you can luckily save your old hairstyles. Oof, those eyes though. The hair might be decent. No. So yeah, luckily I saved my old... I was wearing this head, I guess, right? Luckily I saved my old face and eyes, because these look pretty horrible. It's gonna take me a little bit of money though to get it. I can transfer it from one of my bank accounts. Maybe I have some money in one of my bank accounts here, but I don't think I normally carry money there. Because you have very limited slots anyway. Where's the bank guy in this? There's the cap. I used to know, but I changed like all of it. The whole layout of the cities and stuff. Not even sure who is the bank guy here. Might be here. Yeah. Mr. Wang. Yeah, no money. I do have some stuff I could sell, but maybe that's not the best idea. So we're just gonna have to look at my ugly face for one more episode, and then I'll make sure to change it for the next one. Alright, so this quest. This is probably the story related one. Mercedes, good to see you. I've been following up on our research, and I think I'm on the verge of making a huge discovery about how this puppet works. Oh, and my old teacher Imperian wanted me to thank you again for helping with his research. Really, he won't shut up about the book you gave him. I told one of my peers about you, and now he really wants to meet you. I don't suppose you could go see him for me. My colleague's name is Betty. She studies ancient organisms in Alenia. You're from around there, right? That makes you the perfect person to help her out. So I did luckily just find the cap. Find the cap. Should probably be the correct English sentence. Go to Alenia. And over there. You can see on the map where the question mark is about which NPC. Are you Mercedes? Oh my, Bruce told me so much about you, to the point of excess, really. It's a pleasure to meet you, I'm Betty. If I'm sniffing a bit, guys, I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening. It's a bit of a weird day for me. You really are as pretty as Bruce said. I thought surely he was exaggerating. I'm afraid I have to skip your training and put you right to work. See, I'm in dire need of cell samples. In particular, I need more evil eye cell samples. Evil eyes? Those cave vermin? You want me to go crawling around caves? Caves? What are you talking about? Wait, I think Yes, I did read somewhere that the evil eyes lived in caves centuries ago. These days, they crowd the forest around Alinea. Of course, they're not that strong, so I think you can handle them, right? In my days, evil eyes were terrifyingly strong, but if the slimes have gotten so weak, I suppose the same might have happened here. In your day? I don't know what you're talking about, but you're saying that you can eliminate them, right? All I need is 20 cell samples or so. We'll get to it. Evil eyes are north of Alinea. I'm counting on you. Yeah, so before the I think it was called the Big Bang update, where like a lot of stuff changed, evil eyes really were pretty strong. And they lived in Alinea near like the Balrog and stuff, which was probably one of the, or Alinea in Sleepywood in the case, near like the Balrog and stuff. And I think they were like level 40, like not super strong, right? But then at the time it was hard to get to level 40. I think the level cap was also like 100 or 120, and right now it's 250. And I've already got a couple of characters who are nearing the old level cap. Just gonna shoot my way through some of these slimes. I still have to kill 89 of them for Arven, for that quest, but I don't think you get a lot of interesting stuff for doing this. So. And it's kind of grinding to kill 100 of them. So right now I'm not too interested in that. So here's the evil eyes. I think like if you play Luminous, the Luminous hero class, you have to kill these at like level 10, and quite a lot of them, and then like go on to the harder versions of them as well, which is actually pretty tough. I'm not sure how that's like, who thought of that, but most classes only have to kill them at like level 20, something like that, and Luminous has to kill them at level 10. And Luminous of course being pretty strong, but also very squishy. Especially without magic cards, and you don't have a magic card really early on as Luminous. You can take it though. I'm just babbling anyway. To most of you this probably doesn't even make sense. Like I said, I did have a level... what was it? Yeah, level 40 Luminous in this game, but wasn't like super enjoying that. Had to use a lot of buttons for it, which was kind of difficult. Also, it was my first gen. Maybe I just got used to buttons more, because most of my classes now have like all buttons full, all mappable buttons, and like filled with potions and antidotes and whatever, and skills of course, and buffs. A lot of buffs especially. So maybe I could play Luminous and then like get into it again, because now I have better control of but I'm babbling, I know. Better control of my buttons. And thus, you know, slightly less from being so squishy and having to reach for the potions button every time. Of course, because when I used to play Maplestory, it used to be mapped to probably the same button. But like it was located in a different place on the keyboard, because my laptop has a different than normal keyboard. I think most laptops have a standard, and it's just different from the normal keyboard. And it's slightly harder to reach, which is also why I'm almost always using my numpad keys instead of my normal arrow keys nowadays. I'm gonna take some fall damage. It's okay. I'm gonna clear a few more slimes. Guess a progress towards the armor quest. You get like a fairy feather for it, which I guess might be used in some crafting or something that I don't know about. Oh, we get a monster though, so... Invincible. It might be worth to try and kill him. It doesn't do damage to me anyway. Yeah, okay, I can definitely. You normally get some interesting stuff for killing the stronger versions. I don't think I got too much into it, really worth my time, but it didn't really take me any effort either, so I'm cool with it. I should also remember to transfer some dual bows that I found from my other characters to... Don't I have to return it to Betty? I probably do, I just don't see it. Alright, loading the quest screen for some reason takes like ages. Yeah, okay, now I see the question mark. That was kind of weird for me, I guess it just didn't load yet. Those are the evil eye cell samples I wanted. To be honest, I was worried you weren't really a serious adventurer. Looks like I was wrong, thanks. Here, you should have this. You're an archer, right? An old archer friend gave it to me. But I'm not any good with such things. Betty's request too. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. We've got work to do. This time, I need 20 curse eye cell samples. What's a curse eye? I've never heard of such a thing. Huh? How have you never heard of curse eyes? They're like evil eyes but with green skin. You shouldn't have any trouble finding them. A green evil eye? I've never seen such anything like that before. Odd. There are many more curse eyes than are evil eyes at any rate. At any rate, I can count on you to finish the job, right? Can't I suppose is what she said. I should probably head into the store and sell some stuff. And then we'll go to the curse eyes, and I think after that we'll shoot have about reached the end of the episode. I don't really think I want to hold it onto anything here. Itchy nose. Just gonna... Oh. I was gonna say just gonna spam on the... I think actually that armor I can wear. Hello. And it's power armor, so no. Use inventory. Could sell these, I'm probably not using those. Same for the apple. Sell some stuff here that I'm probably not gonna use, just to make sure I have some this is kind of annoying. Just so I have some inventory space should I need it later. Don't think I need those. Used to be that you could hold on to like most random drops because you need a quest at some point, but nowadays you normally just only are in the area if you're gonna do quest. Like I said, used to be a lot more grindy and just being in an area and killing stuff. And then maybe if you were lucky you could do it for a quest. Quest also used to be a lot harder if you like had to find a couple of items for it, like special items, quest related. They used to be really hard to find, like Nephine's honey was like 10 million mesos at the time. Of course, I think the value of most things has changed as well, because back in the day the most expensive thing was like 30 million or something, and now I see like people selling things for billions of mesos, all at the same time. But nowadays you find like Nephine's honey super easily. I found one. I found two actually, just for this. While I was doing the quest that was related to it, for which you had to get it. I found like two of them. It's like previously you were lucky if you ever found one, but then you did get a really good item at the time for it, and now you just didn't really get anything. So this place is really healthy. For anything that doesn't survive long, because they're just gonna keep jumping on you and you don't even have the time to collect all the stuff they drop before the new ones drop from the ceiling. But with an AoE attack and a passive healing, I think Mercedes should actually be able to grind you really hard if you just want levels. I think this is a pretty good place for Mercedes to be. I mean, I do a lot of damage. I hit multiple targets. I haven't used the potion yet. Find some puts. And I'm almost done here. You can probably hear me spam the C button. I prefer saying Z because it doesn't sound like C as in Chris at all. You're just gonna use a bomb because there's no reason to risk anything. See this? Like, I just want to pick up the last bits of stuff and get back, but I can't. And at the same time, I get hit for 70 damage per time. Had I been like a really squishy class, which actually I feel like I should be, then it's just the worst place you can be. And as Luminous, like at level 11, you have to be there and just stand there. You don't even do AoE damage, I think. And so that is really, really rough. Anyway, I got out. And we're gonna go back to Betty, and then I'll see how far we are in the episode. Again, can't forget to pick up the stuff. I would like to switch back to my old look. And those big eyes, I don't know. And then of course not having any hair basically. Will was like the first hair, like was kind of special, like the 2 colors, and it's kind of cool. This is just kind of boring. Let's see, I see more exclamation marks than we had before. I think this is like a jump test. Yeah, I don't know where to get that, but I'm not really too interested in doing the jump quests. Used to be that you got like really good stuff for them, but they're so frustrating. Like it's not even about just purely jump skills and patience and like figuring out how to jump. Some parts are just pure luck and they're so frustrating. And if you make one mistake, there's a good chance you have to start out all in the start. Yeah, those quests are really frustrating. Maybe I'll do them once, if you enjoy hearing me being frustrated for probably gonna be 40 minutes, because it's probably gonna take a while, then maybe, but for now not really. Alright, Betty says, that was quick, thank you. Now I need to get back to my research. I'm trying to figure out which came first, Evil Eyes or Curse Eyes. This is going to be tough, I think. Isn't it obvious? Evil Eyes have clearly been around longer than Curse Eyes. Oh, and what makes you say that? I've never seen an evil eye before, that's why. Those evil eyes, I think she means I've never seen a curse eye before, right? Those evil eyes would leave their case and food got scarce, and I'd have to go and drive them away from the village. Oh, I've seen A. Never seen, yeah, what? Never mind. And I'd have to go and drive them away from the village. Of course, they were much stronger back then. Actually, I'm pretty sure they were curse eyes back then. So your hypothesis is that some evil eyes left their case and eventually became curse eyes? Fascinating. Yes, my evidence does indicate that. This is worth some research. Some more research. Oh, while you were out, I found another item belonging to my... Alright, that's not very... to my old archer friend. I'd like you to have it. Man, I'm not reading out very well. I was prepared to spend hours researching the hunting patterns of evil eyes and curse eyes, but your hypothesis gives me an idea. It seems to me that the evil eyes left their case, and when they ate the plants outside, they turned green and eventually turned into curse eyes. Let's see if you're right. Evil eyes and curse eyes cell sample isn't enough to prove our hypothesis. I need some plant samples from around Alinea. Would you bring me 5 plant samples? The plant looks like this. Magica skills don't work on them, so use regular attacks to collect the samples. We could be on the verge of a great discovery here. Isn't it exciting? Alright, actually we're at about 23 minutes, I think, in the episode, but let's just try and see if we can finish the quest here. That would be a better closing point than just half finish the quest. Where did I map my normal attacks to? Oh, there's some control. And normally map them to either the 6 or the space button. Because I normally use control, which is next to shift, the normal attack buttons, for the skills, and then just use a lot of mana potions if necessary. The thing is with these, you have to put some delay between your attacks, otherwise they don't register as having hit the plant. I see one up there, and I also see a lot of slimes there, which I could kill for the quest for Arwen. I'm debating whether I should just finish the whole thing now, the whole Arwen quest. It won't take me too long, especially since I have an AoE attack already. I'll just finish this episode by completing a lot of quests. So we finished Betty's quest. I'm just gonna... I want to say perform genocide, but that's maybe a bit harsh. And maybe a bit sensitive to some people as well. I'm not sure. Like, genocide is always a sensitive topic, of course. It always, though, like, normally it's sensitive to people who, like, are accused of it, and not as much of people who claim that they're their people have been committed genocide on. That's a difficult thing to say. And it's completely not related to to this game at all, but I'll just shut up about it. Let's see, am I at 81? Yeah, so. I expected there to be more down here, but I guess they spawned somewhere up there. Yeah, so if we clear this from here out once more, we should have the quest finished. Yep. I just wanted to jump down there and not take the ladder. That's why. That's why I sounded kind of surprised. 99, 100. Take. Don't forget to pick up the free stuff. Okay, forget to pick up that one. But I'm not gonna go back for it. So, Arwen says... almost fell down too far. Thank you so much. You managed to eliminate 100 slimes. I can tell, even from looking here, that green mushroom are nowhere to be found. What? I'll give you an item that's only available for fairies like us. It's a special item, so please use it wisely. Again, thank you very much for your hard work. Huh, I actually know what a piece of ice is used for. Normally, I always got a feather, a fairy feather, which I have no clue what it's used for. And the piece of ice is used for a quest like at level 70. I'm Betty, the biologist. I also know, by the way, which monsters drop piece of ice, so maybe it's not even worth it that much. So Betty, you have the plant cell samples, thank you. Now let's see just how big an effect they have on evil eyes. Thank you for giving me a new direction. I'll let you know when I have another job for you. Here, take this. I got it in a big event a while back, but you can get more use of it than me. This is even better. What's the other thing? Hey, I can wear that and get some extra HP. Oh, that's nice. I'll just use that in the next episode though. We got a new quest from, probably it's gonna be Bruce. We'll look at it next episode, and I'll also try and have my face fixed for the next one. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.